This is our ruler. This is our measuring stick we use to measure the depression. This is 1/8. This is more than 1/8, but just less than a quarter. And we'll go to the floor. All right, so this is the foyer coming in off the main door. Just going to give you a quick walkthrough of the flow of where these spots are. Starting with next to the front door, we have this one continuing into the main hallway here. As you can see here, entering into around the island, and a lot of it is mainly around the island. We have several around here, and then coming around this way. Again, following the island, there's several depressions throughout, wrapping some side of the island. As you can see, we showed those from the other side. And then there's actually one here. And then there's one, as we continue to explore, there's a depression next to the patio door here. And so we're gonna transition now to an individual view of each of these, and I'll take you through with the straight level to show you the depression. All right, here we are at the pantry door. We have our measuring stick here, as you can see, and then we have the slide under right here as it goes underneath throughout this area. And it's really mostly in the seams of the boards. For some reason, they gap down, but we've got the 1/8 depression there. All right, here we are in front of the oven. You can see we've got a little bit of movement in the floor. And again, consistent with what we've measured, when you step, there's a depression, and we've got even more clearance here going. The stick clears easily through that spot. Here we are in front of the dishwasher now, continuing down across the island. Again, we've got the same gap going through. Here we are in front of the sink. This is the one I sent you with the wife's foot, where you can simply tap on the boards and you can see the visible movement of the boards simply by pressing with the toes of the foot. When you put the level on there, and you can see as you step, you get, again, the depression underneath the board here. Here we are at the corner of the island going back into the foyer. This is actually one of the worst ones here. On the other side of my stick, I showed you the 1/8 marker here. This is actually the 1/4 inch one. This is actually a thicker piece. And so here at the 1/4 inch, we actually have a 1/4 inch here that would easily slide under this bar for this depression here, right here in the main hallway that intersects with the island in the main walkway. Here we are in the main entrance here, right underneath the thermostat and the main switches into the kitchen, the main entrance to the kitchen. You can see as you step here, this is actually second worst. This is the 1/8, slightly greater than 1/8. This is the 1/4 or more. And again, here we are at 1/4 or more, easily slides in as you step through into this. And you can also see along the baseboard, there's a massive gap along the baseboards as the floor pulls away from down to the wall. So this whole area is unsupported, more than a 1/4 inch. Here we are back at the entrance, right inside coming in from the garage, into the main foyer here. As again, soft spot right in the middle of the hallway here. As you can see, there's the 1/8 right there going underneath it. This is the one right at the front door when you walk in, coming into the office area here. Again, soft spot in the floor, easily slides underneath. Here we are on the front side of the island. Again, starting at the edge of the island, we're going to work our way back across. Again, there's a soft spot right here when you step, and again we have the 1/8 that goes right underneath there to the level, and then we'll move on to the next one. All right, we're here in front of the island. Again, soft spot in front of the island. We've got a depression that slides right there underneath. All right, this is coming up into the main dining or the living area, the family area. We have another space, and I just want to be clear. I didn't go around and check all of the entire floor. What I did was look for places where we could see the planks moving, and you can see when you stand above it that there is the planks crater on themselves on some of these spots. And so again, here we are with the one greater than 1/8 movement right there downward. And this one is not a depression. This is indicating a high spot from the recent repair that was done. It runs right, it catches right there on the corner. You can see that this corner is actually sitting flat, where this corner is elevated, and we've caught our foot on that several times, as you can see here with the level catching. Okay, I want to be clear. This is not the same as slope that I'm pointing out. I'm pointing out depressions versus the slope or levelness of the floor. Here is a hump in the floor. And so you can see this is what we're talking about when we talk about the levelness of the floor. We're talking about the variation across the floor. And here we've got, obviously a high spot right here, which we've annotated, where the level balances on as the fulcrum. And then obviously we have a very high spot over here, and then we can put it over here because there's a high spot right here. So again, but no depression, right? So then there's no depression here. It's just that the pitch is off because there's a high spot right here. So these are completely separate issues than the levelness of the floor. These are soft spots in the floor that sink, and you can see, as I showed you in the video, the sinking or the movement of the entire plank down into the floor.